I mean, I don't see how we can't be happy about that. It should. So I immediately, set myself up, to expect the news. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. Yeah, it's a special day today, special week, right? As we know, it's Super Bowl week. Cheers to all the people here in Vegas. I'll drink to that for sure. It's gonna be a quick, short. Well, I shouldn't say that, right? This should be a quick, short show. We got some business to tend to here while we're in Vegas. If you looked at the title of the show this week, you would notice Turf working the Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll get into it. We finally decided to hire a offensive coordinator, and Mr. Getsy. You know, my initial thoughts on that, I wasn't happy at all. Really had problems. Had a lot of problems with it, to keep it 100. Just a lot of issues with that. Uh, but as time progressed, right? Cooler heads prevailed, right? Things like that. Shout out to the chat already getting in, getting busy. A Raider rundown in the building. Yes, sir. Tony Schuffer, always there for us. And obviously TRS in the building as well with Leo. I appreciate y'all showing up. But yeah, we out here doing it a little different this week, man. I'm gonna get into it quickly because I want to make sure I bring up some guests. But absolutely, as y'all know, I am working the Super Bowl. Ta-da! Yeah, I don't have my board effects here. Don't worry, we're gonna get things popping when it comes to what we do here. So I got lucky. I was fortunate enough to sign up with the Super Bowl committee, which is completely different. So before the questions asked, no, Turf won't be in the building. Well, as of right now, to date, Turf will not be in the building for the Super Bowl. I will be volunteering on the strip. And with that, you see, I got a care package. So I just wanted to go through and show everybody what I received, as far as this care package and what I have to wear to work. So first things first, the most important part, as they say, it's a one of these badge thingies, right? This signifies that we pretty much work there. This I got well before I got the bag. So yeah, let's go through the bag here, right? I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty stylish hat. It's got the Caesars on the side right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a snapback. They can't get too wicked with it. So, but you know, I hate red as far as the Chiefs is concerned, but I do like red. So, I'm gonna give them that. Then you get this all the stadiums are all about the clear bags, if you will. So yeah, they give you this little goodie bag. That's in this clear bag. Vegas pin, if you can see that. Super Bowl host committee pin. Thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go on and open them for you guys. I have my own glasses, right? And they're prescription. So, it's old folks who need prescription glasses. But here you go. Some shades, right? On the sides here. Trust me, they're cheap, but it's all good. I mean, hey, it's free. Right? LV, UV rated, all that good stuff. So they give you that there. It's all the typical stuff, ladies and gentlemen, that you expect. Yeah. The good old koozie. I like these though. They're good for conversation, right? You can always strike up a conversation about a good koozie. Uh Sticker. I don't actually know where you would put this sticker. I don't think it doesn't seem like it's an outdoor sticker, if you will. So I don't think you want to put it on your car or anything like that. Nah, I don't see that. And then last but not least, in this little Intermountain Health. Yep. And you can't see that based on it being clear, but I'll give them a shout out, right? Because I'm sure they're doing some things for free, if you will. I shouldn't say free, but yeah. And then you get this poker chip, and everybody knows Turf, aka T Crump, plays poker. So yeah, poker chip. That was in the little bag. We have uniform. Yeah, I don't know. This is the uniform. This is the jersey, sweatshirt, sweater slash. I don't know what you want to call it. My job is going to be a playmaker, which I always was a playmaker, so it made sense. Yeah. It's a hoodie. It's a thick one. Well, it's thin but thick, considering. And then last but not least, which I have not opened. I think it's the same thing, but in the t-shirt form. So yeah, let me see. Yes, t-shirt form. T-shirt form playmaker in case it's hot, which we already know is not hot in Vegas. Y'all can see what's on the top of my head. It is cold out here. Yeah, it hasn't broken 60 since I've been here. So there you have it. There goes Turf's bag. Those are all my goodies that I received. I actually got two of them, if you can see. So I'm actually going to keep this one just bundled up, throw it up with the rest of my memorabilia, and call it a day. Yeah, I thought it was cool too, Leo. I thought it was real cool. I enjoy stuff like this, right? Uh, so, and I definitely enjoy helping out. Enjoy volunteering, things like that. I should have brought my card. I do have my cards. There's always a method to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I'm working it, so that I can actually gain some experience on, right? Just being a part of something like this so large. It's insane right now how many people are here in the city. I got here last night, and I mean last night, it was just automatically just starting to fill in. And they had the stadium open. Luckily for me, I missed that. Thank God I didn't have to go in there and see that god awful stadium when it comes to the paint and everything that they've done to our areas. I was very happy to know though that they did not give access to our locker room. I repeat, they do not have access to our locker room. They have access to UNLV's locker room. So yeah, if there's anything I can say about that, absolutely. That made me feel a ton better. You know, Stadium looks cool. They decorated for the festivities, of course. One of the wild things is you can't even get close to it from what I'm hearing. I haven't had a chance to even get over there yet. Like I said, I got in late last night. My flight was delayed, but you can't even get in. Basically, they have it boarded up and around. From what I heard, you can't even walk across the bridge. That I'd find to be crazy. But from what I'm hearing, you can't even walk across the bridge without having a ticket or something along those lines. I'll get into that, and we'll make sure we chat about that next week. After the fact, we will absolutely have a closing show. I'm going to be traveling, so I'm not sure. I really want to do a good closing show, end of the season show. So I may actually just do a regular show next Tuesday, but that following Tuesday, give it a season show. Maybe bring in a couple of clips, create a video, something. I want to do something special for the season. I actually can't believe I made it. I don't. This is a big step for your boy here. I don't think y'all understand. I'm starting to slowly but surely be a grown up. I take losses hard. Shout out to my Oakland crew, my guys here, Jerome, Dwight, all the people I hang with at the games. The old timers, as in Rundown will call us. That the elderly are wise, man, and these guys, man, they got me going in the right direction. I finally made it through a season without basically not doing the show, and in terms of following my schedule, thinking that I'm probably not going to have anything nice to say. And as I was raised, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Meaning, yeah, I was probably going to get my channel banned for yelling, screaming. I've had a couple of episodes in the past, but I'm getting past that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm absolutely growing up. so yeah, I hear everything. Yep, Leo, you said it. They had the parking lots boarded up. I haven't been able to get over there yet. It's only Tuesday. I mean, yeah, I'll get over there sometime. I mean, I'll probably go over there tonight. I think there's something special at the Mandalay Bay. There's something going on every day of the week. I mean, for one, it's Vegas. For two, it's Super Bowl Vegas. So yeah, they got a lot going on here. So yeah, I am working Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It'll be all up and down the strip in 4-hour shifts. I am really, really close, ladies and gentlemen. I am really close to my 1,000 mark. So I want everybody to please, if you can, continue to like, share, subscribe. I think that I will absolutely break it by Monday. So the Raider Syndicate, I'm gonna need addresses. I'm gonna need something because I gotta make sure I get y'all your bottles. Because we popping bottles when I hit that 1K mark. I want y'all to know that 100%. And I expect to do it not only with the help of everybody here, but the people at the Super Bowl as I work, right? And move down these ranks, man. And I think it's smooth sailing moving forward. All of the Raider syndicate is just hitting everything at all cylinders. Shout out to Chris, man. Y'all need to go check out his podcast. He's got a video about Getsy. It's amazing. I mean, excellent breakdown. Probably his best video to date, and it's gotten a lot of buzz, and it's warranted 100% for sure. Go check that out. He's got a much deeper dive when it comes to Getsy and what you want to hear. As far as what I can give for today. I mean, y'all can already imagine. Vegas is right there. We got crash, we got poker. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet as best as possible, but absolutely, we still got to make sure we tap in and talk about all of the necessary things we need to talk about. Because again, this Getsy thing, everybody's it's a big situation. I think it's a good move for a few reasons. But you know what I mean? First and foremost, let me get my guy up here. I don't have my board, so the introductions are going to be like, y'all already know him. The man's been a part of the show several times. He's a legend from where I'm from. I've told y'all this before. My guy is in the building. What's cracking, Kurt?
What up, man? What's going on?
Chilling, man. I'm out here in Vegas. Where you were supposed to be for the people out there.
Hey,
This young man I've known my whole life, talking elementary up. And this kid still ain't been to Vegas to come kick. So, hey, you
hey,
gotta
I
get,
said I'm
gotta get
definitely
out.
on the way. I'm definitely on the way. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This week I know it's probably gonna be off the chain with with the game, and I'm hoping the 49ers lose, but it's not to be said. You know,
Bro. That's the funny thing for me because I hope I somewhat hope they win. I can't see the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl in our stadium. Yo, this is all of this is killing me to begin with. So
man.
I already told you the only game that's worse in that stadium is the Denver Donkeys against the Cowgirls. That's the only worst game for me, right? all the Cali people, I get it. I understand the Niners deal. You know what I'm saying? Makes sense. I'm from the East Coast. I'm from CT. I don't have that hate that the Bay Area folks have for the Niners. I just don't. I'm sorry. So absolutely, I don't mind them winning. I'd rather that over the Chiefs. I don't know what's wrong with y'all Raider fan. I don't get it. I don't even see how it's even a question.
Well, I just don't want them to have more championships. Those Niner fans are, you think Cowboy fans are bad, and Niners fans are worse. I've been listening to this all.
So you tell me how
They
the
coming out the
hell
woodworks. They coming out the woodworks.
right. So apparently there's a lot of 49er fans on the East Coast. What's your thoughts about that? Real talk. I'm curious because I'll never ask that
Well,
question.
you know, I understand it because at one time it was the Cowboys and the 49ers every year. What I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I hate them. I still remember Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone. You know, so I just can't root for them after that no more.
I-
So
nah,
I think that's what it was. Montana and Roger the Dodger started the era,
yes, they
and
did.
that's been a long going rivalry.
It has.
And the only other people that we hate more than that is the Steelers. Before that we was rivals with the Steelers.
Yep.
So
No, you're right. You're right. So, do you know anything about our new offensive coordinator, Getsy? Have you? He's been with Green Bay for quite some time, right? This quick stint he's had with the Bears is exactly that, a quick stint. But outside of that, he's 39 and really doesn't have a resume. Do you know anything about him? What's your thoughts? Do you think it's a good hire? Do you think it's a bad hire? Are you laughing at Raider Nation?
well, listen. Anybody you get from the Bears, other than Love, other than Lovey Smith, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So we'll just start from there. But because I mean, they haven't had a productive season in a while, so that doesn't seem like a step in forward. Being that you're coming from a losing organization, and not only was they losing, they didn't have. Well, actually, they had good offensive production this year, from the quarterback, but
Right.
they haven't had many weapons in the last few years. So it's kind of
Or the
hard to
offensive line.
say, how good of a coach he is, but you haven't produced anything with not having any weapons. So, I mean, until he gets some weapons, it's like kind of a toss up.
No, I
So,
agree with you. I agree with you. I think he's still an unknown. I don't think that we can give him any grade, if you will, for right now. I mean, he's a 39-year-old offensive coordinator that had Aaron Rodgers for most of his life, right? He was a wide receivers coach for Devontae Adams. Again, that's something a lot of people don't know, which Devontae has obviously given him you know, the let's
yeah,
go.
well, I mean, I think I could coach
Signature
Devontae
approval.
Adams. I
Huh?
mean, I think I could coach Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? So, that ain't that tough. He's always open. Like, you
uh,
know what I mean?
real
So, I
talk,
mean,
man.
tell
I
me, tell
I
me, tell me somebody he developed. Like, don't tell me somebody that's great already.
Well, that no, that's the thing. He had, and that's the thing. He had Devontae when he was a pup. That's the point. He was literally the wide receivers coach when Devontae Adams came in the building at Green Bay. So that's why you know people are saying he can develop. He also developed Jordan Love. We all saw what Jordan Love did to your beloved Cowboys, right? So, I mean, if the proof is in the pudding and you're looking at something recent as to what he's done and who he's done something for, he's passing the test there. You know what I mean? Can you hear me? Uh-oh, look like Kurt having difficulties. I'll keep it going though, because last but not least, every category offensively, Green Bay stepped it. I mean, the Bears stepped it up in every category. And I mean, you got to give him credit for that because they still don't have an offensive line. I mean, Fields had been running for his life for the last 2 years. We all know that. And you can't blame the offensive line. I mean, well, you can blame everything that's going wrong with the offensive coordinator on the offensive coordinator. But again, everybody has duties, right? There's an offensive line coach. And I think we realized what happened with our offensive line coach because I don't think he did a good job at all. So with that being said, you get the right guys in place, and Getsy might be able to do something. I don't know. It's still yet to be seen. He's young. He's still young. You know what I mean? It's unlike a Dan Quinn, right? Where y'all just lost Dan Quinn, but that might be for good reason. Who knows? Who even cares if you're a Cowboy fan? You muted Kurt. But yeah, who cares if you know he didn't do anything as a head coach in the past before? So and it definitely didn't do you guys any justice during the playoffs while he's searching for a job. Because clearly, in my mind, that's what that man was doing, searching for a job. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I look at this as in I'm assuming he has a 2-year deal, right? Just like we were looking to give Kingsbury. And by the way, I absolutely adore AP on how he handles somebody asking about Kingsbury. We only talk about people that want to be Raiders, right? That's what it is. We don't have time for nothing else. So, I mean, hey, we'll talk, but we don't need to talk about that. You back, Kurt? Nah, I can't hear you, boss. And that's definitely on you. You free and open on this side. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a shot. That's the other thing, right? We are very iffy fans, to say the least. We flip flop like like pancakes. I don't know, man. It becomes disheartening. I think everybody knows what I'm referring to. All of the logical, right? Uh, Raider fans that tend to look at things to make sense. I don't think yeah, I don't think you got it muted, Kurt. I don't think
Can you hear me now?
yeah, there you go. Now you
Oh,
back.
all right.
You back. But yeah, I'm gonna give the guy a chance. I think
Well, I
he's
wanted to say something about the
yeah,
Dan
go ahead.
Quinn thing.
Yeah,
Well,
go
the
ahead.
Dan Quinn thing, I was actually surprised at that. I would have thought that Bieniemy would have been the next head coach. If you get rid of Ron Rivera, Bieniemy, you brought Bieniemy over, the offense improved. It's like, why don't you want to give Bieniemy a head coaching job? I mean, he got a couple Super Bowls. You know,
I
I
I
mean,
agree. I agree.
it's
Kurt.
like, and Dan Quinn, I'm a Cowboys fan, but after not being prepared like he was for the championship game, how did you skip to head coach?
Yes.
Like he was not able to make any adjustments in the game.
At
You
all.
was not able to do anything to show that you deserve to be uh,
Not even a
uh,
little bit.
that you knew how to put the flame out, or I mean, you showed that you're exactly what your position is, an assistant.
Yes. You hit it up.
So I don't
Yeah.
know I don't know if Washington just went backwards or what, but
Correct. Some
it's
people
like
are built to be what they are, right? Wade Phillips is my perfect example. I love it because the guy figured it out. And I don't think he ever tried to go back, even though he had plenty of chances to be a head coach again. But he realized I am a defensive coordinator. Head coaching is not what I'm best at. And I think Dan Quinn is the same. I don't think he's best at, right? He's even had a shot, I believe, as a head coach at one point. Didn't Dan Quinn have a career as a head coach already?
maybe was it Atlanta maybe or
Let me look.
maybe Carolina. I'm not sure exactly, but I mean it's like
Has he ever been a head coach? Let's see.
I just don't think that you earned the job with your last showing. I
Mm,
just don't think that
no.
like to come into the playoffs in first place. and your defense turned it over crazy. I mean, you did a good job by finding somebody off the bench to keep intercepting the ball, but
Yes.
you never got a run stopper.
Yep.
You never figured out that part of it, and that was pretty much the worst part of our defense is we couldn't stop no one going straight up the middle.
Not a single person.
You know,
That
no trick in it, just run straight at us. So so with that being said, is like, I mean, I don't see where you proved that you were the most eligible head coach to go there.
right. No,
You
I
know,
agree. You hit it on the head, and what us Raider fans are struggling with some, and that's the thing. Our fans are all of everybody, and that's what we're starting to learn, right? All fans are absolutely you know what, crazy,
right?
bipolar the whole nine. But the reality is, there's nothing you can do to make your fans happy. I know for a fact that we actually thought we were looking at the enemy, hence why they didn't, announce the Getsy signing. We
Yeah.
still had hope we were going to get the enemy. I
Oh
thought
yeah.
the would be a good choice for two reasons. First reason, as a offensive coordinator coming to the Raiders, you absolutely understand and know you must have a running game. That is what the head coach wants. That is just the definition of what a Raider is from that respect. And we're going to play Smash Mouth. So
Well,
you're going to change that up, right? And then the second thing, right? The second reason why I thought he was an excellent fit, he always continues to get dogged about his past. And any and everybody that knows anything about Al Davis, he is the epitome of second chances. He is the guy that created the league of second chances. He's the reason that we created a bunch of misfits to excel and become champions at some point. That's all Al Davis. He took all the misfits, he took all the people that deserve second chances, right? The ones that couldn't get second chances and allowed them to grow and move forward. That's why I think we should have picked Eric Bieniemy. He fit the script.
I agree. I think you guys have weapons. I mean, all you really need is a solid quarterback, or I mean, because you got Jacobs and you got Devontae Adams. I mean, that's you got a running game and you got play action to Devontae all day. And all
Correct.
you need is like a stellar tight end, which I mean, you
You know,
guys got
we got the kid from Notre Dame, Mayor.
oh yeah, so oh yeah, and he's nice. Yeah,
Yes.
he is. He's nice. Yes. Yeah,
It
he
took
is
him
nice.
It took him a second, but if you notice, he's a whole lot nicer. And the reason being is because he got that guy across from the other side named Max Crosby.
Oh yeah,
He had to deal with Max. Well, you're not a Raider fan, but that was
in
the first thing
practice.
that happened to him in practice. he
Right.
got
Right.
he got a welcome call from Mad Max, and that's when he realized, ah, this is
So
this is the.
what's your prediction on this weekend? Like, how do you feel?
You know what, man? I hate it. I hate it, but I absolutely think that the Chiefs are going to win, and I think they're gonna win in the end. I think it's going to become a shootout. I think the 49ers believe that they have the ability to go into a shootout with Mahomes as everybody else does. And I'm the only one, in my opinion. I feel like I'm the only one that believes that's the absolute worst game plan to ever try to game plan for Mahomes is to go into a shootout. But I think
And really, the last couple games, it really wasn't Mahomes. It was Pacheco. It was the running game. I mean, Mahomes did his thing in the play action, and and I absolutely thought they missed so many calls for Baltimore. In that game, definitely on the defensive and the receivers.
yes, sir.
But at the same time, Baltimore missed so many opportunities on their own, so it's kind of evened out. Um, that guy should have just ran through the tackle. I don't know why you diving that right there. They're on the side of you. I don't even see how they could have stopped your momentum from falling in.
Yep.
Like, for one, and it's like, I mean, I feel bad for Lamar, but in the end, they did enough to keep the ball away from him, control the clock, run the ball. And, they frustrated him. Chris Jones, they couldn't stop him. He was hurt every other play. He still was getting in there.
Right.
Every other play he was getting hurt, and he still was chasing him down. So it's like, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's like, but I will say if the 49ers fall behind in the first half like they did against those other teams, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
Yes.
You can't give this man a lead.
Not that much. Not 17 points.
You can't.
And Andy Reid is not going to go for it 5 times on 4th down. So,
right.
It's like.
I think
the 49ers luck runs out. The last 2 weeks you had to win at the end of the game, and it's like you better have a fast start this week.
I see we got 8 people watching. I want to see what people think. I really honestly want to know. In the chat, put up a 1 if you think you have the ability to draft another Mahomes-like player and actually shoot out with him and win. Or 2, if you don't think anybody can shoot out with Patrick Mahomes and win right now. That's what I want to see and know, because I don't think that you can do it. I think your best chance is to have that man on the sideline while you control the ball. I don't think you're going to get some great quarterback that's going to get in a shootout with him and win. I don't see it.
And what's crazy is even when they do stop him, it's almost like you stop him all game, but if you score 7, he scores 7.
Right back. And
and then he don't do nothing for a few more possessions. You score 3, he scored 3. It's like when he need a possession, he make it. So it's like
every time.
It's hard to bet against him.
Yes. It is.
It's hard to bet against him.
It is.
It's like
I see you solo with that.
I see the Purdy. Well, I'll give it to Purdy. He's a good. He's what they need. He get the ball out quick and whatever.
Right.
And lately he made those plays with his feet. The last few games.
Right.
So I have to give him that. I just can't understand how so many of them be wide open off the line. Like, I just don't understand that. like, what's the defense?
I don't get it, bro. You're absolutely right. The problem that I can't see, no one can seem to answer this question. Why the hell is Kelsey always wide open? Why in critical positions? How is he always? He's not fast.
I was about to say, because he don't sprint off the ball. He be just jogging. No, and then he just find a spot and turn around and the ball be there. It's like
so
I don't get it.
It's so bad. I don't know. I don't get it, man. I just don't understand.
I mean, and when they show the replay, it's like he just jogs off the line. It's like literally, like he's not sprinting and cutting, and he just jogs, and then somehow he's wide open, and then he runs.
It's so crazy.
I don't know.
They don't use a corner. He's always covered by a linebacker or a safety, which you can't covering. I just don't get it. And that's, I think that's the biggest matchup you have to pay attention to for the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
how do you stop that guy? How do you make sure he doesn't beat you with everybody else?
And Kittle's
right about that,
also do the same exact thing.
You're right about that, dog. Where's my board when I need it? He was not open on Christmas Day. We banged that ass up.
Hey, man, small rate of victories. I get it. I ain't mad at you. Hey, I ain't mad at you.
You can't play zone against Mahomes.
Listen to me. On that day, y'all did what y'all had to do, so I ain't mad at you.
Well, we got rushed.
I'm not mad at you.
We got rushed, bro. That's what it was. That was the difference on Christmas Day. We got rushed. It didn't matter what we did in the back. We could have played man zone. We could have played whatever we wanted. Mad Max and Kuntz was on that ass. They was not holding back. That's what that was.
Definitely.
That's really what that boiled down to. So it didn't matter.
That was definitely a steroid moment. I get it.
He says a steroid.
We're gonna leave that one alone, though. But
So what do you think? Who do you think's going to win? How do you think this is going to play out? That's a good. What are your thoughts on how it's going to play out? You got
I
a score?
mean,
What do you think?
I see it being a close game, but I see it in the end. Pacheco getting an extra first down. It seemed like when you need that first down, it's just always
Yeah.
something stupid where you be like, how you ain't tackle him in the backfield? And he just, I don't know. And then he just be stomping through the hole, and it just be like,
Hey, I have to admit, I love the way that kid Pacheco runs, bro.
Me too.
Bro, I think everybody adores that kid. He's like a kid out there running. I don't know, man. I don't know how they do it. Andy Reid, man, I swear he's one of my all-time favorites.
Yeah.
Has been. I always knew.
Listen to me. He always been right there with McNabb, with Vic, with everybody.
Always.
They couldn't finish the job.
Yes. They didn't have a defense. They didn't have what's necessary, but they got it now. They got it. Yo, I want Chris Jones. I've said it a million times.
He's nice. And I mean, you know what?
How about that game? Solo.
What you call it? Snead keeps proving also.
Who?
Snead keeps proving also. It's like, he get his pass interferences and all of that, but he always makes some sort of play at the right time.
Right. I mean, yeah, Andy Reid is unmatched, bro. For me, I've said it a million times. I'm going to continue to keep saying this. Give me a head coaching job. My defensive coordinator is going to be Bill Belichick. And my offensive coordinator is going to be Andy Reid. And I dare anybody to try to beat me. I'm going to use that line till the end of football.
That's a good fear.
I don't think you're going to see anything of those two guys ever again in your lifetime.
How about Tomlin and Shanahan?
You know what, man? Tomlin, hey, real talk, Tomlin is doing it. He is just slowly under the radar. I'm sorry. And this is the thing. This is, as a Raider, dealing what we've been dealing with, man, if Rundown was here right now, this would be a fabulous question for him. Would you rather have a Mike Tomlin career, meaning, hey, we in the playoffs pretty much every year, right? But we still haven't, right? Would you rather that, or would you rather what we've been dealing with, which is no wins, no nothing, no playoffs? I would take Tomlin. I think
because he got a couple chips also. So
and that's the thing. They will come. If you have that type of longevity, at some point, because of the foundation you've created, it's impossible for that not to come to fruition.
Well, you guys have a lot of stuff going for you. The only thing you guys need is a consistent quarterback. If you get a consistent quarterback, and if y'all could not get injured every year, well, you know what I mean, you'll be all right. Well, last year, what y'all lost all your running backs. This year you lost a couple receivers early. They came in and out.
Yep.
I went through about 5 quarterbacks this year. I don't know. I ended up with the dude from that crossed over on the strike. I don't even know who that dude was.
Yeah, I know you.
But it's like, but it's like,
Hey, shout out!
Still made a habit of.
I gotta shout out my guys, 595 Craft. If y'all didn't know, this is the bar of choice for the Ultimate Raider Fan 32. It's right here on Rainbow and Tropicana. It's called 595 Craft. My guy Greg, he runs the bar there. One of the most outstanding bartenders you'll ever meet. Y'all know I don't be giving shout outs. I don't be giving free advertisement. But when it comes to 595 Craft Beer in that bar, that's my spot. They make excellent food. Just had to put that out there, and it is for sure, whether they know it or not. It's the official bar Ultimate Raider fan 32. He's in Las Vegas. Straight up. Shout out. But yeah, so for me, I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I think they'll both score over 30 points. I really do. I think the atmosphere.
I don't.
I think the atmosphere. I think that the defenses are going to fall. I think
24-21.
Nah. I think Debo is about to have a game. I think Kittle is about to have a game. I think McCaffrey they're going to keep in check, but because they keep him in check, that's why those other two are going to fall out. That's my thoughts. My thoughts are the Chiefs think they need to stop McCaffrey, and that's what will give them the game. And with doing that, right, there's going to be some casualties, right? You're going to have some chances to throw long, some quick scores because, right, you're defending the run, you're defending McCaffrey, short passes, right, the screens, all that good stuff. Because if he gets loose, there's nothing. I'm just a firm believer. If McCaffrey gets loose, it's a wrap. The other two get loose, you still got a chance. You still got a chance if you're getting beat by Debo and Kittles, right? You know what I'm saying in this particular shootout as the Chiefs are concerned. But if you let McCaffrey get going, that means that your boy is on the sideline. I don't see how that turns out well. And yeah, that's
Can we agree that they need to get rid of the flag football for the Pro Bowl?
Yo, it's the worst thing ever. It's the worst thing ever. They're doing
agree on that.
Right. It's a joke. I didn't even watch it. Did you watch it?
I mean, I've kept kicking back and forth, but it's like the NFL has the worst All-Star weekend ever. It's like I don't know what they could do to improve it because football's so physical. You just have an extra game for nothing. You don't want somebody to get seriously hurt.
Correct.
But at the same time, flag football was not it. I'd rather see the dodgeball and
I think personally, you do something like have it 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. I know that sounds crazy and weird,
yeah.
but if you have it after, so that way everybody can go balls to the walls, right? Because they know this is literally the last game. I could break my leg and I'll still be able to come back, next season. That kind of thing. Yeah, if you do that, and then
I still don't think you're gonna get them to play hard though. Nobody wants to risk something like that.
The part you didn't hear me say was the incentives.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So yeah, you got to have incentives.
Maybe if you have incentives, that might be something different. But
exactly,
I'm not trying to ruin my 12-year career on a day that means really nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I agree with you.
They just have to figure out some other entertaining things to do. Just flag football wasn't it.
It's not it at all. It's not it. I agree. That's a great point, Kurt, because I really don't know what they do. It's like the NBA, they definitely have a leg up on them, and they are getting it right. They're starting to get it right. All-Star weekend for the Balls.
Yeah. Definitely.
Fire burn. If you haven't been to an All-Star weekend for basketball, I highly suggest you do so.
No, definitely.
And that was off the meat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Old school terms. It was off the game back then. And it's been getting better. But like you said, for NFL, it's just a tough situation because the game is so grueling.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the NBA though when it comes to now people having to play X amount of games in order to be even qualified for for accolades?
I think that's good because for a while there, the load management is getting out of hand. It's
right.
like you got Kyrie, you play for this night because you're playing another superstar, and then you immediately don't play the next night. And you'd be like, well, what happened? Like, you was hurt until the game came. You played the whole game, and now you back hurt again.
Right.
Or you got Kawhi. He played one game, and then he hurt for another month. It's like, yeah. And then now, look, he doesn't play those every game this season. So you start the load management. Plus, if I'm a fan, and I take off work and I got my tickets and my hotel and my car and LeBron ain't playing, like, why am I going to see the Lakers?
Right. Exactly right. And why did I pay all this money to go
Yeah,
see?
like you're not giving me a discount because he ain't playing, and those games cost more. You know what I mean? So those
Yes.
games cost more than a regular NBA game when LeBron and them come to town.
Yes.
And you're gonna be on the bench, and I paid more to get in. Like, you know what I mean? It's like,
Don't make sense.
yeah. So it's like I'm happy that they did that, because it's like some of those injuries is like you should be able to play through some of that. You get
I
millions and millions of dollars, and you got
have to play
five
through it.
5 months off for the year. It's like, you flying city to city. You're not on a bus like the old school. You're not on a
Don't.
train and nothing like the old school. You flying with masseuses and everything.
Exactly. No,
It's
I
like,
agree, bro.
it's like they take too much time off. And like, you know what I mean? It's like if you're legitimately hurt, then that's something different. But you can't be hurt like 2 days out of the week, play the other two games and be hurt the other game.
Don't work.
You pick to play the game with the superstars, and you don't play when you ain't gonna be nobody. You can't play like that.
I agree, bro.
So I agree. So I agree with them doing that.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, man, that ladies and gentlemen, we gonna have something coming out eventually. We gonna, as y'all know, this is Raider all day. We do Raider all day, but eventually we gonna come out with something, because we like to talk all sports, right? We really do. We talk a little bit of everything, especially where we grew up. But and I'm gonna keep the Raiders. I just wanted to make sure I added that little bit in there. It's this last little piece I want to talk about before we get on up out of here, because T. Trump got to go hit the streets. But yeah, the whole thing when it comes to the concussion protocol, right? And we've been kind of hinting at how you need multiple quarterbacks. We saw what happened to C.J. Stroud this year. Got pulled in the tent. Next thing you know, he's out 3 games, regardless of if he cares or not, or if he feels he's good or not. What's your thoughts on that moving forward? Because a lot of people think you absolutely have to have 2 quarterbacks now.
Well, hey, you know what? With the concussions, I think that most of it is everybody got turf. Nobody plays on regular grass. So, a regular tackle is like you getting slammed on the concrete by the time your head hit. Also, I think, players want to be faster and lighter, so they don't wear pads. No knee pads, no thigh pads, You don't got nothing on but the shoulder pads and the helmet. So it's like, and for these athletes to be bigger and stronger and you're wearing less protection, of course there's more, concussions.
How do you think that's going to affect the game, though? Because I can see next year it becoming a problem, meaning that, you pulled in the quarterback vehemently states, I'm good, but now he's out on protocol. And you got your back. And it could be the game that you have to win.
And I was about to say, I think that affects you like I got to put my quarterback in the tent on a play that I really need him.
Exactly. And you can't use him when he gets out of the tent.
Yeah. So it's like, it's tough. I mean, it's tough to call that because before, you get the little circles and the little colors and you just shake your head and you go back to the huddle.
Yes.
Now that's a concussion. Before you'd be like, oh, you wipe the snot off, buckle your 10-strap back, and you're back in the huddle.
Back out there.
Yeah.
How are they determining it? That's my thing, right? Because think about it. It's third and 4. It's the fourth quarter with 7 minutes left.
Well, I thought definitely C.J. Stroud had a concussion because he fell like a dead fish. And then it took him a second. Then he got up like, oh, okay. And he was straight. But, when he got hit, he is limp, falling down. So he definitely had a concussion. But you see, when he hit the ground, he like woke back up. The ground woke him up.
That's what hit it right on that. Tony, Eric Dickerson is one of my all-time favorite dudes to watch. He is definitely the most beautiful running back I've ever seen in my life. Between him and
Marshall Faulk,
Roger Craig,
Roger Craig. Yeah, he listed a lot of Kurt Warner used to be tough.
Yes. But as you can see, that padded up part. Eric Dickerson had back roll. Eric Dickerson had knee pads.
Earl Campbell pads was the biggest in the world. You ain't see them shoulder pads?
He had thigh pads that was thicker than his thighs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ernest Biner. Look at Ernest Biner thigh pads. He looked like he had some loaf of bread in his shit.
Yeah. It was. Yeah, I don't know.
And now they don't wear nothing because they want to be fast and dynamic and whatever. But you get more injuries, more torn this, more torn that. You're making these helmets light and aerodynamic, and cats getting concussed left and right. It's like,
Shout out Myra, my girl. There we go. Yes, sir.
You need to go back to the old school, big neck rolls, elbow pads,
Yep.
rib pads.
They don't wear none of that stuff no more, man.
Yeah.
They don't wear none of that stuff no more, man.
Which is crazy because the athletes are so much bigger and faster.
Yes, way bigger and faster. And I don't know, man. I am nervous that that's going to be the tone for next year. We're going to deal with that next year. It's going to be people going in the tent, people not being able to play games, people wanting to play, people not being able to voice that they were okay to play, but by protocol they were held out, right? And we all know what this leads to. Who do you want to win? Well, if you want somebody to win, take their quarterback out for 2 games. How do you take?
The league want an offensive league, so they want speed and they want, they don't want to see the big hits. They want to see like high scoring games. So the defense is at a disadvantage already. The offensive man can stiff arm in the face. They can do all of that. The defensive man can't do anything. I mean, it's like. I don't even think they even bump around anymore. They just line up close and run with the people. They don't even bump them.
Because you can't. You can't touch him, right? You're in violation of the 5 yards. It's a tough game right now for the defense.
Hey, well, let's take that back because you can't touch him in 5 yards, but you can damn sure touch him 20 yards down on the fly.
Right.
So it's like I don't know what pass interference is anymore.
Yeah. Nah, that makes sense.
I definitely know that Beckham deserved at least 2 flags. At least 2.
Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, this is a short but sweet and quick turf show tonight. Trust me, I got y'all. I'm really going to put something together for that final season-ending show, if you will, right? Wrap it all up. I'm definitely going to put something together. I want to put a video together. Fun facts, fun stuff. See you, Kurt. I see you, bro. Man, this has been a great year. This has been a great year, Raider Nation. Man, even though we got some wild fans, man, I just can't tell y'all. I love each and every one. I really do. Raider Nation is, they want to be us, man. That's really what it boils down to. There's only a couple of dominant teams in this league, and we are absolutely. I'm gonna give it to you, Kurt. Yep, cowgirl, y'all got y'all thing going on. I'm gonna give it to you. You know what I mean? Y'all still America's team.
Yeah, hey, you know what?
But y'all trying to get
Cowboys fan. As a Cowboys fan, I'll tell you what. We do good in the regular season. The postseason been a nightmare. It's like what? It's like I only want to watch to the 16th game, 17th game. After that, I don't want to watch no more.
Right.
And it's
well, I'll tell you this. This year is the first year y'all have become the second most hated team in the league. The Chiefs are officially the most hated team in the NFL right now. I don't know if people know that.
Yeah, because they don't want to see him win no more.
Yeah, shout out to the Chiefs. Y'all have now got that target on your back. You've always had it on your back as far as we concerned. But yeah, the Chiefs are now officially the most hated team in the league. It's no longer the
Cowboys. Well, if he win this year without Tyreek, you got to say a lot.
He did it last year, though, Kurt. That's the whole problem.
Oh, well, yeah.
He already did it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
this is why I keep telling people, man, if you think you're going to outduel us, man, good luck and have fun trying, because I'm telling you right now, it's going to lead to nothing but tears and heartache. You're not out shooting this man. It's not going to happen. You can keep him on the sideline and win 7-3.
Well, you know what I can say? That's the difference between scanning the field and looking for CD Lamb every play. That's the difference.
Right.
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful show. Mr. Douglas, I appreciate you, man. As you know, you're always going to be a legend in my heart, my dude. Hey, we're going to get this thing popping, I promise. We're going to do something else, man. We're going to do something else. We're going to get something else popping so we can talk about all things, right? And it's not only just Raider Nation, man. I want y'all to know, Raider Nation, you got some knowledge here, man. You got some real knowledge when it comes to sports. We be doing y'all a disservice being of age, not giving y'all this, you know, from a perspective in a special area of the country. Real talk. Connecticut is a special spot. Where we grew up is a special spot. It's hard to explain. But I think y'all gonna see what we're talking about, you know, just like you see it in the Raider Syndicate. The Raider Syndicate is special. We got heavy hitters. Rundown, Leo, Chris, Solo. We got heavy hitters, ladies and gentlemen. We coming to take the game. That's just what it is. Every which way, up and down, left and right. That's what it's going to be. So be prepared. Be prepared. All right, my man. We out.
Peace.
Till next time. I mean, I don't see how we can't be happy about that.
Decomposing, you been bugging.
It should. Section, you guys know how to do. So,